Okay, now I'm cooking with the gas. Yeah, I'm heating up. Pipe down while you speaking up. She give me dope before I beat it up. I'm doing blow while I'm being sucked. Bitch, I need a bag. Hyperventilate. Sit the bank, I ain't with the chase. She finessing for a dinner date. I'm about to wreck it on the interstate. All the bitches bad. I'ma go. I made a laugh, that's a joke. Kinda like a rapper with a deal, acting like he got a meal, acting like he keep it real, but he broke. And that's another story. It's off the record though, it's not recorded. I'm trying to tell him if it's talent, then I'm Michael Jordan. Maybe Tom Brady with the rings, maybe Robert Horry. Yeah, see there's a theme, but it's not important. I've been trying to get the whole team out to California. I snorted shit that got me out of order, man. I could've swore CVS was right around the corner. I probably drive a Honda Civic like I bought it for him, but I guess it kinda sorta is if it got imported. I had to split the dinner with her, I cannot afford it. Got me down to the final quarter, now I'm cooking with the gas. Yeah, I'm heating up. Pipe down while you speaking up. She give me dope before I beat it up. I'm doing blow while I'm being sucked. Bitch, I need a bag. Hyperventilate. Sit the bank, I ain't with the chase. She finessing for a dinner date. I'm about to wreck it on the interstate. I might grill a motherfucker like a shish kebab. Run him over, then I dish the car and get to stepping like Barishnikov. And when he get to God, he's like, dumb motherfucker, shouldn't have pissed him off. Hey, I didn't wanna get involved, felt like I had to. She always on my dick and ball. She like a tattoo and telling me her clit enlarged just like a cashew. It's 15 past noon, looking like a raccoon. Dark eyes, you don't wanna see my.
Couldn't ask for a better first week. I love it. I'm so excited. I already got a fight with my wife. I told my wife I'm going to LA. She kicked me out of the room. Not kidding. I'm cooking with the gas. I'm heating up. Pipe down while you speaking up. I do what I want. I go to that game, James. I already have those tickets. She finessing for a dinner date. I'm about to wreck it on the interstate. Yeah, James. So those are the two games I've locked up. So I'm definitely going to Cincinnati. I'm definitely going to Titans. I already have those tickets locked. My dad has season tickets. For those of you who haven't been around for, ever. I'm going to the Titans. I'm going to the Bengals game. The games, I'm also going to the Ravens game with Chris and Brandon. The games in limbo are LA and Kansas City. I told my wife, so I worked on the yard for the last, I got to tell you, I've been working on the yard since like 4 o'clock when she got home from work. I had to stay busy because like when the schedule comes out, this to me is more exciting. Like I never cared about this day when the Bills sucked. And I never really understood this day because like it just was like another L, maybe a win, L, maybe a win. And now it's like, you have to really look at it. And not only that, I plan these trips, man. I get to go visit people. So Detroit and Chicago were two games I was hoping that would land on good spots because I wanted to go visit some friends in Chicago. Wanted to go visit some friends in Detroit. I have multiple friends in both those areas. They landed on Christmas Eve and Thanksgiving. I don't travel those days. The Bengals game, James, is January 2nd. I can do that. That's after New Year's. That's a different story. And so, James, I will be in Buffalo for that game. I believe that's a Monday night game, January 2nd. So, and yeah, tell me, drop it in the comments. Where are you guys going? Does anyone have games planned? I don't care if it's Buffalo, LA, whatever. Hit me up. Let me know where you guys are going. But I went upstairs. I told my wife, I said, hey, I'm going to LA. That was the wrong way to approach that conversation. She was not as excited as I was. Not even remotely close. I should have apparently said, would it be okay if I go to LA? Which then the answer would have been no, but then I would have been like, well, I'm going. I just saved a step. That was the wrong process. I did it wrong. I started the argument early. I don't know. Dude, James, nosebleeds in LA are like $400. It's absurd. It's absurd, dude. Raiders, I heard, is even the worst. I heard Raiders is worse than LA. It's because the Raiders playing a Roomba. They're playing a fucking vacuum. All right, let's get ripping. We got a nice little release day mixer. Tell me, what game are you most excited about on the schedule? I don't even know where to begin. Like, I don't even know where to start with this NFL schedule. This, to me, this tonight has to come after the draft because they have to see who and what. But normally the draft affects the scheduling, right? And it's weird because, like, when Trevor Lawrence got drafted, you saw some Jags primetime games and flex scheduling, and, like, the Jets had a primetime game here and there. Now, you're not seeing that. Like, Pittsburgh didn't really get... Did Pittsburgh get a big primetime game? They may have. I didn't see that. Because I don't know if they may have gotten a flex scheduling. They could flex in later if Kenny Pickett plays, whatever it is. But, James, I know you're... Listen, I'm going to tell you this right now. I think the Jags and the Texans are going to be... The AFC South is going to be extremely surprising. And I say that because, like, I just think the Jags and the Texans... I don't think the Texans are going to win more than 5 games. I think 5 games, if the Texans win 5 games, it's going to be a good season for them. But this is what I'll say. Davis Mills could surprise a lot of people in that process. Could he grow into a quarterback that people want to watch? Could Nico Collins be that guy? You know, they have some guys there. I don't think they went out and did a lot to build that team. I don't know. It's kind of like one of those Moneyball situations. That is a pathetic excuse for a mega box. Better be an auto in here. They're all thin pack, so I'm hoping we have an auto. Playbook mega box. Bengals versus Bucks, was that in Tampa Bay? Tampa Bay is very expensive too. I agree, Larry. I'm all about it, man. I think Mills will be good. I think all right, so we got to get into this to the podcast. I have a list here with the podcast. You guys are going to love the next episode of the podcast, I'm telling you. Some great topics. Rousseau, there's a Najee, Nick Chubb, and look at that. Jamar Chase with the parallel exclusive to the mega box. Jamar Chase for the Cincinnati Bengals going out to Sarah Craig. That's going to be just imp being Sarah Craig. I'm saying that for my sake as much. Yeah, when I saw Tampa Bay playing Buffalo last year in Tampa Bay, that was the away game. I always like to go to one away game a year. Last year it was Tennessee. We went to Tennessee. That was fun. I'm glad I got to see it, but I won't go back. Oh, it's a swatch. A.J. Brown, Quincy Roche, Mike Evans, Saquon Barkley, and there it is. Jacob Harris is going to be the swatch. We have had good luck with these megas. We've pulled 2 booklets, one of them being a Trevor Lawrence, I believe. Or Mac Jones. It was Mac Jones. But yeah, my dad told me tonight he wants to go to Everett Stadium. I'm like, I've been on that process. He said, I want to start with the Raiders. But I'm telling you, man, I want to go there, but I've heard the same thing, man. The tickets are just remarkably expensive. I knew LA was going to be expensive. LA. I mean, it's the Coliseum. It's opening. It's the first game of the season. Is there anything more exciting? I mean, like baseball fans. Do we have any baseball fans in here? I get that opening day is exciting. Is there anything more exciting than week 1 of football? I don't think there is, man. I really don't think there is. Am I being biased? Someone get me off my high horse right now. I am so fucking excited. I mean, everyone has hopes, right? Right now, like I don't think there's a team going into week 1 with football. I mean, listen, the Bengals were in the Super Bowl last year. No offense, James, but even James, a diehard Bengals fan who probably said we can do this, wasn't really confident in his heart that the Bengals could get there. Right? Like you were like, oh, we can have like a 9-7 season and we're going to be good. You liar if you say you thought they'd be in the Super Bowl. You are a liar. And that's what happened, man. There is no reason to think that the Jacksonville Jaguars couldn't be in the Super Bowl this year. Why? How is it different than Joe Burrow and the Bengals being in the Super Bowl last year? Tell me. My Browns backer press. Everyone but Carolina. Oh, is that? Are you? I saw you say about going to Carolina. Right, James? And that's what I'm saying. You're not sure how you got there, but you got there, right? You got there. You did it. And that's what matters. And that's what I'm saying. I was so happy they got there, man. I was rooting for the Bengals. Honest to God, after we lost, I was rooting for the Bengals. Jalen Darden. And look at that. Trey Lance for the Niners on the mini spot going out to James Eisman, a Bengals fan. You may do 3 travel games this year, Larry. But I guess the reason this day to me is more exciting than the draft is very rarely does a draft player make a huge impact. I mean, think about it. Here's a guy. Now here's a guy. The famous words. Alvin Kamara came in 2017 and busted open the Saints. Did they get to the Super Bowl that year? I know that he and Ingram that year led rushing. They were 2 of the top 4 rushers, top 3, 4 rushers. Look at that. Trevor Lawrence, rookie. And Diami Brown, parallel. Trey Sermon, and J.K. Dobbins. But very rarely, outside of the example that just got thrown in my face, does a rookie come in and make a difference to a team. I mean, even Josh Allen's rookie year, he wasn't that dude, right? Like, a lot of people doubted him up to the playoff game last year. That's right, the Eagles did win. John, there's John with the stat correction there, big one. The Eagles didn't win. Nick Foles won the Super Bowl. I feel like the Eagles fans are a little bit like don't know how to feel about that win. Like they hate Nick Foles, but they love him for winning the Super Bowl. John, you're an Eagles fan. How do you feel about there's nice Mahomes and Diame? What's your thoughts on Nick Foles? Because I have this awesome helmet here. I'm going to give it to my UPS driver because he's an Eagles fan. And he's actually in our group. And I have this Eagles mini helmet of Nick Foles. But, like, Eagles fans don't love him. They don't hate him. It's a weird thing for the Eagles that won that Super Bowl that year. Jacob Harris, Cam Newton, Cam Akers. And there's a nice Justin Fields acetate and a Najee. It was a true team effort, says the kid who didn't do anything on the project that got an A. It feels good to be breaking a football mixer. I got to tell you, I'm super pumped. I went up to my bedroom with this energy and telling my wife, I'm going to LA like I just won the lottery. Man, bitch, don't kill my vibe. That's what the first thought that came into my head. Killed my vibe. Ramondre, and look at this. Oh! There we go. Mac Jones. Stardust, is that what they call that? That's a nice little bonus there for the Patriots. Joseph Taylor. Grabbed them in the PYT. All right, so we've been talking a lot about what cards to grade, right? Would I send a base Mac Jones rookie card in? No. This is one I may send in. Again, I don't know the specs of this. I would investigate it a little bit more carefully. But I do believe this is something that you may want to consider because I think the pop count on this kind of card would be a lot lower than a lot of others, like a Donruss base rookie or a Mosaic base rookie or a Mosaic retail rookie. So there it is. I mean, this is retail, but it is a parallel of retail. So something to consider, and I may bring that card up in our podcast this week because we're saying one of the conversations we're having this week is what to send in the grade and also how to send it in. And I want to ask you guys, if you're listening, maybe you guys, how many of you guys have sent cards in for grading? Someone asked me this week a question, and I did not know the answer to it. If you get an encased Panini card, let's say encased Panini 1, a redemption that comes back encased, is it better to send it in the case, or is it better to remove it yourself, put it in a suggested top loader or a whatever they suggest you put it in, and send it in? So I'll ask you guys, Jalen Waddle there, and there's a Nico Collins. We talked about him, and Rondell Moore. So I'll ask you guys, what do you think? Like, has anyone ever sent it in or had an encased card? I've heard different things. I heard if you walk it in, it's good to leave it in. You have heard they will not even accept it in the original case. So, see, that was my first thought, James, because if they damage the card, they don't want responsibility. Tim Tebow out of 149. and a Lamar Jackson blue parallel, black parallel. And I mean, part of me believes that, James, because if I were accepting redemption or accepting submissions, I'd be like, I'm not going to hear about how it was perfect cornered and I took this sticker off and I pulled it out of the case. Anyone else? James, that's great input, man. I mean, I don't know. I told the person to ask me, I said, have you looked on their site? And they had been using BGS, not PSA. And they said there was nothing on BGS about submissions like that. You got people in here, man. Y'all got to talk. You're not watching the NFL Network now, 3 hours after schedule release. You're not watching the Mavs game, although what's the score? I had that on. Got to check it. 37-39, 3-2. Suns lead. Mavs got to win this. Sixers eliminated tonight, and B just couldn't get over the mask. Oh, here we go. Honeycomb Genesis redemption guesses. Put an H or a G, H/G, and make a guess. Maybe we have one in here, maybe we don't. $10 credit if you get it right. Honeycomb Genesis. Genesis, right? That's the name of it, not Gravity. I always say Gravity. Do I use a specific guy for grading? I've never sent a card in for grading. I have 3 for HGA that I paid for. Paid, I think, $110 for customized slabs or 3 cards. And I didn't send them in because there was a lot of uncertainty. So they're sitting on my shelf, and I haven't decided if I want to email them and ask for a refund or if they'll grade them. Then they sold the company. So I'm kind of in limbo. I've only bought graded cards or won them in breaks on like repacks or stuff like that. Never sent a card in for grading. That's why I don't speak much to it. I don't necessarily believe in the grading process. I do have thoughts on it. If I'm going to send a card in for grading, it has to be numbered and or a super short print. I don't like PSA slabs. That's my thing. I get the value behind it, but I don't believe in the value behind it. I think it's fabricated. I think that PSA slabs are built from history, and I think that it's people who are invested that are propping up that kind of like crypto, if you will, for lack of a better reference. You guys got your redemption guesses in? Only 2? 3? Devonta Smith, Lance, and Schwartz. No one else wants to put it in. We got 21 people watching. You don't have to be in the break. You can just guess for free. Yeah, John, I've heard of those services and they're great. A lot of people had asked if I'd be willing. Last chance if you want to get a guess in. It's free. Just put H/G and then guess a player that hasn't been guessed. You get a chance at $10 credit. Jamar Chase. And if you haven't heard, John, there were people doing that and now they don't have their cards. That's a big story we have never touched on. If you haven't heard about it, a big submission group. Amon-Ra Silver there. And look at that. Trevor Lawrence green. Another nice one for the Jags. To go with the Tebow. So over millions of dollars of cards that were submitted. Or at least hundreds of thousands of dollars of cards. They can't get them back. They spent the money. And now PSA. If you guys don't know, HGA charges their fees up front. PSA charges based after grading. So meaning that, hey, we have your cards, we're ready to return them, here's your bill. In order to get your cards back, they charge you. Well, the company that submitted them has spent all the money and they couldn't get the cards back. They were a submission group. Nobody's getting their cards back. Look at that. I just talked about this card too. Josh Allen for the Buffalo Bills. Dougie. I hear a lot of people talk about that, John. SGC. I don't like their slabs either. And again, it's not personal. I just don't like it. I don't judge anyone for who they pick to grade with. If you choose to spend your money, spend it how you please. Not my business. There's a nice Mahomes, Crosby, and a Trey Lance exclusive. Well, John, he is trying to come off legit. And if he's legit, he'll make it work. And he sounds like he's trying his hardest, his darndest. And I can't imagine what his stomach feels like right now. Because his life is literally on pause so he figures it out. But apparently he's still breaking and accepting submissions. I don't know. A lot of weird stuff going on there. I'm not getting involved in that. That's a different part of the card world I don't get involved with. But yeah, that's interesting, John. I've read quite a bit about it. I read a lot of that stuff. I don't comment a lot. Yeah, James, SGC is like the Tux Labs, the black and white. They're not ugly. Listen, I'll say this. I don't think they're any worse than PSA. So to John says he submitted to SGC. John, I don't think it's a bad decision. The only thing I'll say is that, and we're not done, we're going to get into our hobby, but I just want to show you guys, this is just retail. There is value to be had. Lance, Mahomes. I brought this card up specifically the other day. It's about a $4 card plus shipping. It sells for about $4 plus shipping. And I said it's sad because that's a fucking awesome card. And it, not just because it's Allen. Make it Mahomes, make it Herbert, make it, Brady, whatever. That's an awesome card. I brought up this, and I'm going to use this in the podcast. We are desensitized is the word I keep using on a card like this because we see it in breaks. But that is an awesome card. If I see that at $10 at a card show, I'm buying it. 100%. $10. Take my money. So, yeah, John, you know what, John? That's an awesome reason to use it. Use SGC because you get a free slab. You can't go wrong with that. And again, John does a lot of shows with me. And John, we have another show coming up in October there. And that it is coming up October. I don't have the exact date, but coming up at the Miller Center. I didn't get to go live at that last show, John, because we were so dang busy. Can you believe how busy that show was? James, you know what, James? That's a great point. I want PSA quality. You mean when you say PSA quality, can I retract that and just say something like this? I want PSA resale pricing. Because I don't think their grading's good. I don't. I'm being honest. I always said PSA without subgrades. Any company that doesn't use subgrades, you may as well put a dartboard on there and say, all right, I got to grade 2,200 cards this week. 8, 9, 7, 9. I know I changed my dart sound there. But you know what I'm saying? I feel like people have said, I've submitted cards for years and they're getting 8s back now. And they're like, this is a 10. I've done this. I know this. And I can't argue with these people. Some of these guys have submitted hundreds, if not thousands of cards over the last 3 years. And now it's like going and doing your job the same way you've done it for 3 years. And then one day you go in and your boss is like, you fucking suck. And you're like, what? Huh? He's like, yeah, you suck at your job. You're like, but I've been doing it this way for years and you said it was good. Like, no, it's not anymore. That's what PSA is doing to these submission groups. Tyler Shelvin for the Bengals. What? No, Chris, you're going, man. May 21st. Nice, man. I'll be coming up to visit you then. Oh, we got something coming. Daz Newsome for the Bears at a 99. And check this out. T-Law out of 35. Going to the Jags. Jags hitting big. There you go, Seb. There we go, baby. A little T-Law action. We've had some good hits the last 2 days. There we go. A little boomer action. Out of 35. Well, listen, James, it's not that PSA is bad. Listen to the podcast this week. I don't want to give too much away. I don't want to get too much into the podcast right now. There are positives and negatives to every grade. Just like there's in everything in life, right? There's positives and negatives. The only problem is the reason that PSA is the most popular is absolutely resale value. 100%. The problem is, man, hold on. You already saw the card, so I can take it off camera. You know what it is. The only problem is that now the way PSA is set up and the way they're holding cards, it's like they've pinched every penny out of it So if your card is super valuable and they have it, they're going to charge you for it. There we go. I don't blame you, Chris. I'm giving you a hard time, man. Absolutely, man. I'm just messing with you. I get not going to Atlantic City. It's probably the smallest of the national shows. It'll be in Chicago next year. And we have for the Cowboys, Brendan Knox. Take it to the house. Autograph at 10, numbered out of 99. Brendan Knox to the Dallas Cowboys. Jeff Guffey. Is America's team still America's team? Man, I feel like I got to pull up a trivia question. We have 22 people in here tonight. Let's give away, before we rip this Chronicles or get to Phoenix, let's pull up some NFL trivia. Let's give away $5 credit. All right, here we go. And you can Google, if you want to be a Googler, fastest person. Again, it's on my screen. The first answer wins $5 credit. What is the highest scoring team in a game in NFL history? The highest scoring game by a team in NFL history. What team scored the most points in a game in NFL history? Go. First team to name it. You get one guess per person, $5 credit used in a break. It's not the Niners. It's not the Bears. It's not the Vikings. Larry, I am with you 1,000%. It should be a fee is a fee is a fee. What they want is money off of your money. That's called eBay. Now, then you have to pay a grading fee. Then you have to pay an eBay fee. Then you have to pay a PayPal fee. Then you have to pay taxes. Think about the money coming off your card right there that you've already taken a risk on. It's insane. That's not what I have, guys. You Bears fans, that's not what I have. So I have to go off of what I have, whether you're right or not. I'm pulling off my answers now. I'll show it to you. So it is the Washington Redskins, James Gray. And I'm going to just show you, just because I have to go off what I said, that you can bring it up with icebreakerquestions.info, which I'm not going to use the same site again. But it is, what is the highest scoring game in NFL history? The Washington Redskins had a 72-point game in 1966. I'm not arguing that you guys are wrong. I'm not arguing. You guys may be right. But I'm going to give the $5 credit to James Michael Gray because he's the answer I have on my phone. Don't be mad at me, McGinn. Don't be mad at me, Bears fans. John Kreischer. You say you were right for what reason with your grading? John, I don't even have a guess from you, man. The last thing I saw from you is about the PSA grades. The last comment I have from you is they don't even use subgrades or even half grades, which I don't like. And I want to comment on that for a minute. That's always been my thing with PSA. Always. Why no half grades? It's just an easy job. It's like a cheat code, right? Just give them a 9. Just give them a 9. Just give them... and then no subgrades. It's like, could you imagine getting it back a paper that you spent hours on, right? And the teacher gives you like a 92. And you're like, okay, why did I lose 8 points? Well, just because. Okay, but why? Like, what did I do wrong? I want to get better at it. No, I'm not going to tell you. You just got a 92. Oh, so how do I do better next time? I don't know. Next time it might be an 8. Next time it might be a 10. It may be the same fucking card, but same fucking paper. But I was in a mood today. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my problem, John. That's my thing with PSA. No subgrades, no half grades. 2 strikes. Strike 1, strike 2. Can you imagine going to work and your boss is pissed at you? And you're like, well, what did I do wrong? I don't know. The next day, you walk in, you do the same exact thing. Great job today. You're like, what are you, bipolar? PSA is bipolar. Like, there really are. Devonta Smith, Najee Harris, Chuba, Tamorian Terry, Elijah Moore, Rondell Moore, and there it is. Jarrett Patterson out of 99 for the Washington football team. Out of 99 going out to Stan on the mini spot. Was that the same game? Let me ask you guys, does anyone see John's comment? I'm just curious if it's mine. That's weird, man. Goes on top of chat. Yeah, I don't have anything from him. That's nuts. Anything else tonight? What do you want to break, man? We got all these people in here hanging out. I like it, man. I miss this. And the schedule today makes me excited. Kadarius Toney out of 149. And there's a T-Law. Flux with a Zach Wilson. Aziz Ajulari. Jalen Waddle. Devonta Smith. And there we go. Demetric Felton out of 99. I'm going to go grab a beer. Anybody that sends me a shot, first person that sends me a shot video or just a video of you saying hello. It doesn't have to be alcohol. I said this before. I don't want to promote drinking. You send me a video of you saying hello, being a friend. Let me know what you're doing tonight. I'm going to give some credit out. So would it be considered the NFL then? I didn't write the question. Like I said, guys, don't be mad at me. I'm still giving the credit to Mark, who got the answer right according to icebreakers or frienddestroyers.com. Yeah, man, we've seen it before, John. It's the way it is. Jamar Chase, Spectra, Najee Harris, Micah Parsons, Elijah Moore, and look at this, Devonta Smith out of 99. Larry, I've been making no carb whiskey sours. I got keto, dude, with an egg in it, man. High protein drink. You do the raw egg. Oh man, I'm gonna make a video of it. It's the best drink I ever made. Whiskey, true whiskey sours with the egg white, keto simple syrup, shot of whiskey, fresh squeezed lemon. Dry shake it for 30 seconds. Add a little ice. Dry shake shake for another 30. Dude, pour it over ice. There's a nice Justin Fields, Elijah Moore, Travis Etienne out of 99. Blue Spectre. Love this color. James, I gotta ask you, am I gonna be able to meet you at Disney this year? Jalen Waddle, and there it is. Ian Book with the swatch card going out to the New Orleans Saints. Saints going out to Jeff Guffey. Man, I gotta tell you guys, I really do love you. I mean that. I was in a spot, man. Talk about a roller coaster of emotions. I went upstairs. I got the schedule. Was excited. Talked to my brother. We're going to LA. We're excited. Talked to Chris. We're going to Baltimore. I'm excited. Excited. Go upstairs. Tell my wife. She's like, I hate you. I was like, what? You hate me? You do? She didn't say that, but like she did. John, as much as a running back can have in this market, I believe that he's going to have, like, the Jags are going to break out. Buy Trevor Lawrence right now. Especially right now. Cards are cheap. Go buy Trevor Lawrence. Reference Joe Burrow when he broke his knee, or busted his knee or whatever he did. Travis Etienne, Kellen Mond, Devonta Smith. We got Sermon out of 12. Zach Wilson out of 12. Spectre going out to the New York Jets. Bob Riley, look at that. That's a sexy card. Let's get it magged up for you and stickered up, Bob. John, I see you sent me a picture, man. There we go. Sexy, sexy card out of 12.
What the fuck?
It's nice to be breaking boxes again. We got a Lawrence, a Wilson. It's good to be back. I'll tell you what, I really, truthfully mean this. I enjoyed breaking wildcard NIL. And the sorts really suck. They do. They're a lot of work. But it was honestly, we're out. We won't have any more of it. We're not going to break any more of it. As NIL product, I did order another case of Bowman. I have another case of Bowman in-house. And we'll get to that possibly because we don't have any more product till June. What I want to do is work through the checklist and develop an NFL style list that, because it has underclassmen in it too, that also allows for, you know, my goal with it ultimately is to be like, hey, teams that don't have a lot of players, I'll put like Spencer Rattler on one and, you know, Bryce Young on one. But I got to get to that first. But anyhow, it was very nice to rip that. But it is good to be back to this kind of stuff right here. I missed this. And listen, if you're like, I only want NFL uniforms, well, you don't have a lot coming soon unless you're going to pony up. Because the only things left in the NFL world and licensed stuff is Prism, Select, you know, Optic, and how many you broke NT? It's not any prettier with those prices. We didn't break NT here because of the price. I want to say that like Prism might be easier and Select might be. We'll see what the market's like, but right now it's not looking great. Jamie Newman, Waddle, Farley, and Tamori and Terry out of 10. At least it's a nice swatch. Murder Terry going out to Jan and the Seahawks. At least it's a nice card. You might be able to send it to him in prison. He'll sign it. What's he gonna do? Not sign it? Send him a pack of cigarettes. Where's Fleming from? He's local? James, that's awesome, man. I just saw what you said, James. I really hope you do. James, will you do me a favor? Text me your phone number. If you feel comfortable doing that, message me your phone number. I should say not text me because then I'd have it. Message me your phone number. That way I can reach out to you. I won't bug you, I promise. I'll be respectful. I'm not that dude that's going to stalk you. All right, here's the deal. Did anyone send me a video? I'm going to go get a beer before we break this last box. Matt sent a photo. What did he send a photo? On December 8th, 1940, the Bears trounced the Redskins. It's hard to argue again. I have to go on what I saw. And then John sent me. I got rebutted on both accounts, but no one sent me a video. Oh, I saw. You know what? It's funny, John. I know who it is. I saw him play. I went to the championship game and saw him play. Julian Fleming. Big kid. That's crazy. Now that you say that, that's crazy. I watched him play at Southern Columbia. Wow, I didn't realize that was that. I just figured he never made it. The name didn't ring a bell until you brought him up from Southern. That's crazy. That's nuts. That's him. That's cool. All right. Dallas is up 15.5. I wanted to bet on them when they were down. Send me a video. I'm going to go get a beer. I'll be right back. Bringing in the old days. Still have this beer in the keg. It's definitely going to break my ketosis, but it is what it is. Buried in the Ohio State depth chart. Ah! John, is he the one that lived in Lewisburg but went to Southern but lived in Lewisburg and loved Ohio State? We just talked about him the other day. I didn't realize that was his name. So listen to this. This kid could have been a star at like a D2, even a lower end D1 school. Goes to Ohio State. Family loves Ohio State. Drives around in like a Ohio State car. Right, John? Correct me if I'm wrong. And been working his way up the depth chart, but just hasn't done anything. We just wanted to be a part of Ohio State. Is that him? I thought it was Bama, the guy told me the story about, though. I know the game I saw him play had like 3 touchdowns. The kid that went there, he live in Lewisburg but like had a house in Southern? That was like the big story in our area. Like he didn't really live in Southern, but they bought a house just so he could play there. Justin Fields, rookie rising. Nobody wants credit to send me a video. Yeah, I remember. No one sent me a video of you guys hanging out. I don't even care if you're drinking. What the hell? Ezekiel Elliott out of 150. Dougie, where are you at with that, man? Dougie used to always send me videos and pictures. He doesn't do it anymore either. Rookie rising, Justin Fields. Julian Fleming. I'm going to look him up. I got to ask my neighbor because my neighbor was the one I was talking about. He was just so disappointed. He's like, he was so good. He could have went anywhere. Ooh, we got a big card coming up. At least a thick card. Kyle Pitts swatch out of 199. Yeah, they won states that year, right? All right, I'm going to drink if no one else is going to hang out with me. Cheers to you guys. Hey, good luck to all your teams. The NFL schedule is out. Thanks for filling the mixer tonight. We're going to give away 2 $5 hitless credits. No, we're going to give away 4 $5 hitless credits. 4 tonight. It's release schedule night. 4 $5 hitless credits. You can use them on baseball, football, basketball, whatever. Cheers to you guys. What an exciting day, man. I'm pumped. I really am. A little disappointed that Arizona and the Bills don't play like I got excited about last night. Matt Ryan, Devontae Adams, Sam Ellinger, and there's a Jacob Harris at a 199. Hey, you know what I do have we could do? You know what I do have on here that I'd like to post? It would be 10-spot serial numbers. I have a box of this. 1 box left in the house. Leaf Art of Sport. You know it's going to be 3. It's 4 cards. 4 solid cards. It's pricey. It's 10 spots. I think I want to say it like 45. I think we have it at. Is what I have it at. Which is below. What was below. 6 is what I heard we have, Don. 6 for the... I'll look, but there's the Jalen Waddle silver. Mahomes, Ridley, Campbell, and there's a Tom Brady numbered out of 199. James is in. Don is in. All right, maybe I'll get it posted up. I have to find the old post. Whatever I posted it before, I'll sell it for now. It's the price I could do it at before. It's exactly what it has to be at now. Nothing's changed. If it went up in value, great. If it went down, is what it is. I know I did it before just to move it. It's a fun break. Everything's numbered. Eckler, Prescott, Rondell Moore, Kyler Granson, numbered out of 250, and a Zach Wilson for the Jets. I thought I saw 6 for the Bills. Let me look. I have a video of it I sent to my dad. One. The Rams on Thursday. Titans on Monday. Packers week 8. Primetime. Lions on Thanksgiving. That's 4. Patriots is 5. Bengals is 6. 6 primetime games. There are some great games. We've never had, like, I think 2 is our record lately. Yeah, it'd be a serial number break, Jeremy. 10 spots at 45, I think, is what it is. Around that range. Chaz Surratt, what is this? Ew! Predicted to be the MVP this year. I keep seeing, what's that about? Jalen Hurts, rising stars to the Birdies. Philadelphia Eagles going out to John. There you go, John. John is not a regular, but he is a local. And he is a diehard Eagles fan. There you go, John. There he is. He pops in from time to time. There you go. Another quarterback auto. We got Lawrence, Wilson, and Hurts up here on the screen. There you go, buddy. Congrats, dude. Nice hit. One day I want to do a break like those Whatnot breakers do and just like do backflips and take my shirt off and like go nuts. Even in my drunkest moments, I haven't done that. Brett Favre, and there is a Drew Brees at a 199. Shake the camera, take it off screen, change your cards out meanwhile. You know, that stuff. You know any breakers like that? Kyler Murray, Alvin Kamara, Amon-Ra, and look at this. Who? Mac Jones at a 149. And that is our box hit of Zach Wilson. Mac Jones at a 140. Man, what a nice break for the Patriots. If you haven't seen it, I've watched 2 breaks on it. That was enough for me. I'm not hating on it, to each their own. Everyone choose what you want to do in life. I've always said that. I am not a hater of people. I just can only shake my head sometimes. I've heard that, James. I've heard it's good for single cards and slab auctions. I have heard that. I've also heard that sometimes people don't get what they ordered. But again, that's eBay too, right? Chase Young going out of 250. And hot route, Tyreek Hill. If you didn't see the video of Tua severely underthrowing Tyreek Hill, and it looks like Tua punted the ball to him. Here we go. Here's our RPA. Who's it going to be? Devonta Smith, rookie. Brown, Hill, Parsons, and out of 149, dual swatch, Ian Book for the New Orleans Saints. Going to a Saints fan, Jeff Guffey. They're not the only ones, John. I mean, they're the most popular ones, but there's a lot of guys out there like that. I'll be honest. I watched one of their breaks. I did. I watch it. I had to, right? Research. Before I started breaking, I watched over 75 breakers, and every one of them were boring. And I said, hey, I can do this. No one talked. When I started, you didn't get interaction. There was next to zero chat. It was literally breaking cards, and there was very little conversations, and it was crazy, man. There's the Kyle Pitts, and there's the guy we talked about to start out, Davis Mills out of 35. Nice card for the Houston Texans going out too. And JJ, that's a good hold right there. Now there's a card I'd send in the grade maybe. Again, maybe because I'd have to look at it, but out of 35, how high can the pop count be? Oh, me too, John. Me too. They do. But, you know, it works. It works. The more people hate them, the more popular they get. So why hate them? Calvin Ridley, Elliott, Wilson, Levi, Onwazarek, and the guy Larry's trying to sell everyone on, even though he doesn't work for the team. Baker Mayfield out of 175. Yeah, it was crazy, James. People were like, I was there. Well, so were they about 3 weeks before it got, before that date when it got pulled. That card's been pulled for a while. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. So, it is what it is, man. It's a cool hobby. Play it where you can afford it. They certainly are, man. You can't hate the hustle. Listen, here's all our sleeved up cards. We are going to post that tonight. The Art of Sport is going to drop tonight. So be ready. We're going to drop that. Chris, are you in here? We're going to give away 4 $5 hit list credits. Davis Mills out of 35. Zach Wilson Color Burst box hit. Mac Jones Rookie Rising out of 149. Zach Wilson Heat Wave. Jalen Waddle Silver. We got a Brady Flamethrower, the $350 million man out of 199. Jacob Harris Pink out of 199. Justin Fields Rookie Rising. Fields Recon. Mac Jones Select. Maybe I wish it. We got the Mac Jones XR and Justin Fields. This is status. ETN Blue Spectra out of 99. Devonta Smith out of 99. Kadarius Toney out of 149. Trevor Lawrence Flux. Wilson Select. Wilson XR. That goes up there. That goes up there. Josh Allen Big Head Mosaic. Amon-Ra Silver. Patrick Mahomes Hanger Exclusive. Trey Lance Hanger Exclusive. Lawrence Green Mosaic. Tim Tebow out of 149. Trey Lance Acetate. Nice card here. We're going to save that for the end here. Justin Fields Rising Stars. I guess this is a blaster or mega exclusive because they don't always come hollow like that, I don't think. Illusionist Najee, Justin Fields, Illusions mega exclusive, Trevor Lawrence Black. And there's the Jamar Chase playbook exclusive there. Pretty cool. They don't make playbook base, so the only way to get that is out of the megas. And then this is that Mac Jones. So some really cool retail stuff here. I mean, as much as I sometimes hate on retail, they are retail exclusives there. And then here we go. Let's do this. And then again, I'm going to be posting that 10-spot Leaf Art of Sport here shortly. Kyle Pitts for the Atlanta Falcons going out to Andrew Caps. Nice thick card there. We had the Tamorian Terry out of 10 going out to the Seahawks. Jan sent it to him. He might sign it. He doesn't have a lot to do right now. Ian Book for the New Orleans Saints going out to Guffey. And Trey Lance swatch for the Niners going out to James Eisman, our local Bengals fan. And we had the Jacob Harris for the LA Rams. Hopefully I get to visit. Another one for Eisman. And Tyler Shelvin for the Cincinnati Bengals going out to Just Imp under the name Sarah Craig there. Daz Newsome for the Chicago Bears. Going out to Bears fan Matt McGinn. Ian Book dual swatch auto going out to the New Orleans Saints. And that's going to be Jeff Guffey. Demetric Felton for the Cleveland Browns. Larry said it doesn't count. Neither does your team, man. It's like playing AAA at this point. Jarrett Patterson, what? For the Washington football team going out to Stan. That was mean. That was unnecessary. And then Brendan Knox of the Dallas Cowboys going out to Guffey along with the Saints. And then our trifecta coming up here. How about this? Jalen Hurts for the Philadelphia Eagles. Hurts so good for John Kreishner. The Shining Stars. Love this. Offered $600 for the Allen one we pulled. He would not sell it to me. 600 doll hairs for the Allen version of this. On number. He wouldn't sell it to me. Props to that fan. Trevor Lawrence to the Jacksonville Jaguars going out to Seb Watson. And Zach Wilson for the New York Jets. Bob Riley. That's going to be numbered out of 12 for the New York Jets. Here we go. Top 4 going to win $5 hitless credits. You can use it on any break, any sport in the football breaks. Earlier we did the same thing with baseball, but you have to use it in the baseball breaks in baseball. We are going to post another 6 boxer of that Diamond Kings. People asked for it. So we're going to do it. All right, be ready. As soon as I log off, we're going to post that. Top 4 win $5 hitless credits. Do not need to use it in football. Can use it in any sport. Here we go. Let's see. 1. I'm not doing this all the time. This is not a new thing. It's release schedule night. I'm hyped up. I'd like to do it. The Bucks, Vikings, Giants, and Chargers. Bucks, Vikings, Giants, and Chargers. Any credit so it can be purple. And it's going to be the Joseph Taylor, Kevin Kelly, Mitchell Pincott, and James Eisman, each winning a $5 credit to use on a future break. All right. Let me log off. Let me post that Leaf Art of Sport. It should be fun. It'll be a nice little way to end the night on release night. All right, guys. Be right back.